Someone is struggling with the fact that you've become harder to overlook. The same qualities they once dismissed are now the very same thing that are drawing attention to you, and it's making them uncomfortable. So, we're going to dive deep into who is secretly intimidated by your growth. This could be somebody you've known for a long time, or somebody who has like some sort of access or proximity to you. So, who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Who is secretly intimidated by your growth? They are constantly comparing themselves to you. This is someone who's also trying to throw jabs at you, okay? They're trying to they're trying to attack your self-esteem, your confidence, okay? They're always like, there's always something wrong. Like there's always something off. Like they always have something negative to say about you. So who's secretly intimidated by you? We have the Nine of Wands. Somebody who could be struggling themselves. This is also somebody who has a huge ego with the Nine of Wands. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Wow, Seven of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict or hostility coming from this person. Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands. These two cards are both cards of like boundaries, settings, or like just being on the fence, being defensive, combative. This could be somebody who's extremely combative. Okay, they always have something to say. Like this is giving hothead energy as well. They could be a fire sign because we have fire here. It don't have to be, but this is somebody who is like very like reactive. Okay, who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this person could definitely have fire in their chart, or you could be the fire sign here, but this is somebody who could love to be the center of attention with the Queen of Wands, or someone who is constantly like looking for compliments. They could also be in the spotlight themselves, but I feel like this is this type of person that likes to hog the spotlight. Okay, they like to hug it, like they don't want to share. Like this is the type of person, like let's say if this is a woman, she wants to be the most beautiful woman in the room. So when another beautiful woman walks in, instead of like appreciating the other woman's beauty, she gets jealous of the other woman's beauty, even though she is beautiful herself. She wants to be the only one, like no one else could be beautiful, only her. And she's the only one that can get the attention of every like all the men in the room. Even if she doesn't even like the men, even if she's not attracted to the men, just the fact that the men gives her attention, she's like, it feeds her ego with the Queen of Wands. Okay, it's not giving Queen of Wands upright energy, it's giving Queen of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who may pretend to be confident, but they're not. Like this is somebody who's struggling with their identity. Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have Judgment here. This could be somebody that you may have learned a lesson with, because I don't feel like you and this person are close. Okay, you guys are not close, you guys are not friends. This is somebody who it's like, yo, they need to compete, they need like anybody that they feel like a threat, they need to dominate. So you are a threat to this person because you have this uniqueness, you have beauty, you have everything that this person possesses, but more. Like you have your own personality. This person's kind of like a chameleon, they always switch up. So who's secretly intimidated by your, yeah, we have Justice. They could be a Libran, or you could be the Libran here. This could be somebody who could work in a legal field or something like that. Or this is somebody who may appear diplomatic, but underneath it all, they might like, I just heard they might hate your guts. That's what I heard. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Sun card. Yeah, somebody who could they could be a Leo, because we have fire. We have a lot of fire here. So they could be a Leo, they could be a Libra, or they could have both in their chart, or maybe they have like, maybe maybe like they have Karen, wow, Chiron in the fifth house or something like that, Leo's house, and it affects their visibility. there could be like an issue with visibility or sharing the light. They may have like a wound around their creativity, how they're perceived by others, how they express their creativity. Maybe this is somebody who has imposter syndrome issues, but this is somebody who may like they do a lot of grand gesture with the sun because they want to get the attention. Like this is somebody who's very performative. Okay, they perform excellence, they perform confidence, but they're not. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Nine of Pentacles. This could be somebody who has a life of luxury. Like I feel like I said, they do have some sort of success, but this is someone who does not like to, they don't like competition. But the thing is, you're not really competition because you're not trying to be them. You're not trying to take their spot. You're not trying to be like them. You're not trying to, you're not doing anything to make this person feel some type of way. It's just their own insecurities. And what I'm getting here, this is somebody who may be well off. Yeah, Nine of Cups. But I feel like they're just envious of you. You could be the Nine of Pentacles as well. Like you might be someone who is well off. You're maybe self-employed, or you have your finances in order, you live life on your own terms with the Nine of Cups, and this person could be jealous of that. They could also be jealous of your confidence, because I feel like some of those cards also reflect your characteristics, okay, your qualities, like the Sun, like Justice, Queen of Wands. Like you might exude those same qualities that this person is envious of, the same quality as this person is pretending to have, like the confidence, the excellence, like positivity. This is somebody who fakes that, like they just mimic those qualities, but they don't really possess them. Like behind closed doors, this person could be extremely miserable, while you, on the other hand, you are actually well versed, you're versatile. You're Nine of Pentacles, like you live a life of luxury, you're abundant, you're self-made, while this person could be acting like they are, but they could be someone who maybe their success or abundance comes from family. Like it's not really their own success. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Fool card. Yeah, this is somebody who, I feel like this is somebody who takes unnecessary risk. Okay, they do things without thinking. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Four of Wands. This could be somebody that you used to celebrate with, used to break bread with the Four of Wands, because the Four of Wands can represent friendship, celebratory energy, right? Like marriage, union. That's what it could represent, like coming together. But it's also solid because we all have a house, a home, so where you feel comfortable. So there is a sense of familiarity with this person. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Hermit. Okay, so Virgo energy. So this person could be a Virgo, Leo cusper, or a Leo, Libra cusper. I'm a Leo and Libra cusper. Wow, a Virgo, Libra cusper. Or that could be you. But this could be someone who, with the Hermit card, because if you look at the illustration, this is a detective, right? So this is somebody who may be scrutinizing you. They watch you too closely. They pay, like, I feel like, yeah, they pay attention to every little detail. Like, let's say if you have like just one little pimple on your face, like this person's gonna make it seem like it's a big one that's pussy, and like, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna exaggerate the facts. That's what I'm getting from this person. They watch you too closely, okay, with the Hermit card. They could be discriminating, because that's like the negative side of Virgo. Like the yeah, like the negative characteristics, right? When it's like debilitated, that's what I'm getting here. This is somebody who, like, they exude the negative aspects of the signs. They don't exude the positive aspect. That's what I'm getting here. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Page of Cups. This could be somebody who is immature. With the Page of Cups, like this person, I feel like they copy you as well. They take from you, or they watch your style. Like there's something about copycat here. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the King of Swords. Wow, this could be somebody who could be very harsh with their words at times. Like I said, they have like the negative connotation of all the signs, the negative aspects. okay? Like mostly like they lean towards like, let's say if you guys are both fire signs, you're more like joyful, happy, positive, confident, while this person could be the negative side, angry, aggressive, you know, like jealous, tyrant energy, right? So like the negative aspect. So let's say if you're King of Swords, you could be somebody who's well spoken, outspoken, methodical, agile, mentally agile, while this person is cold, calculative, bad mind, okay? Like with the King of Swords, like all the like I said, the negative aspects. That's what I'm getting from this person. Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Seven of Cups, somebody who could be confusing at times. Like this is somebody who does not know where they want to be, where they want to go. Like I said, they're chameleon. They shapeshift. They switch up too much. So who's secretly we have the Six of Pentacles. This could be somebody that you may have given to. You did something for them, or you give something to them. You were generous to this person, or like this is somebody that may have like taken like something from you under the guise of like, oh, needing the help, but maybe I feel like this person was using that as an excuse to get close to you. Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Yeah, somebody who sees you as competition. Five of Wands. I think that they've been see you as competition, but initially when they met you, maybe you weren't in your full potential or something when they initially met you, right? So the like initially, I really feel like initially this person, they were not really threatened by you initially, but they saw your potential. They just didn't think that you were going to reach that potential. And they saw the qualities in you that made you like great, but then this person was like, you were still maybe a novelist, maybe you were like in the Page of Pentacles energy at the beginning, like a scholar or student. So maybe this person thought that you were going to stay at that level. This person could have been like King of Pentacles energy or Nine of Pentacles, where they had like enough experience under their belt while you were still a novelist. So they felt like, okay, well, yeah, yeah, I see this person, like they have potential, but I'm not worried about them. But then eventually you start, building yourself up, working towards your goals, improving your skill sets, demonstrating leadership qualities. Now this person's like, oh, okay, well, what, like I have to circle back. Like, who is this? Who is this person like leveling up like that? I don't really like that. I should be the only person leveling up. I should be the only person at the top, because I feel like this person was at the top for a long time and there was no competition. And now you're coming in, but you're not trying to take this person's spot. You just want what's yours. But this person sees that as a threat. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Oof. Three of Cups in reverse. Fake friend. This is like somebody who's fake. They don't really like you like that. Three of Cups in reverse. You guys are not really friends like that. You and this person is just like, I really feel like you're keeping your distance from this person because we have the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. But you guys are not friends. It's kind of like, I feel like the connection with you and this person is like, it could be stoic, like where it's like very professional. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Hermit. Yeah, this person could be a Virgo, or that could be you. They could be keeping their distance from you, but they're definitely clocking you. Like when I say clocking, this person's clocking you like they're watching you like a hawk. Okay? The same way you see how the hawks they look at the mouse before they catch it. That's how this person's looking at you. Who's secretly inquiring about you? Wow, they're definitely inquiring about you because that's not what I wanted to say. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Ten of Cups. This could be somebody who could be jealous of your emotional fulfillment, how happy you are, how content you are with your life, your growth. Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this could be somebody who is like extremely performative, I feel, because I don't feel like this person is as creative as they claim to be. It's giving copycat energy. I'm heavily like they copy you, they try to imitate you. This is somebody who, like I said, they may have reached a plateau like in their career. There's no more room for growth and this person is becoming stagnant. I feel like they're comfortable where they're at, but they're like kind of like unhappy, but they're not doing anything to change it. They're just staying in the same position and they're just complaining about it. And then they see you on the come up, on the rise, confident, bold, you take initiative. This person does not really like that. They're not really comfortable with that type of like drive and energy. For them, it's like, whoa, where are you coming from? Where are you going? Like, why are you behaving like this? For this person, it's like, it's too much. They can't handle it. Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Ooh, we have the Lovers, Gemini energy. This could be someone who's playing both sides, okay? You can't trust this person. You guys, your value and this person's value are not in alignment. This person plays dirty, okay? So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Ooh, we have the Ace of Pentacles who came out, like flew out the deck. So with the Ace of Pentacles, this could have been someone who may have offered you something, an opportunity, or some sort of like collaboration, and you may have refused it. Maybe you sense that this person wasn't genuine. That's why you didn't take it. But with the Ace of Pentacles, what I'm getting here is that this person sees you as someone who's very skilled, talented, extremely creative, because we have the Ace of Wands. And this is something that this person generally is jealous of, like your Midas touch with the Ace of Pentacles. Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? We have the King of Cups. This is someone with the King of Cups. They might be emotionally unavailable or emotionally distant or emotionally manipulative. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. So who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Who's secretly intimidated by your growth? Just one card, please, Spirit. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody that you work with the Three of Pentacles, but you guys are not friends though. The Three of Cups is in reverse. This is somebody who's fake, somebody who's phony. They might be, like I said, because I did it slip up and I said who's secretly inquiring about you, but this reading is about who's secretly intimidated about by your growth. This person is secretly inquiring about you. They're digging, they're trying to find information on you, and they smile in your face with the King of Cups, like they're trying to be nice to you. They, like I said, they're emotionally manipulative. This person knows how to like stir a situation to go in their favor. So I'll give you an example. Let's say like this is somebody who's passive aggressive. Okay. They're not really upfront about what they say. Like they would say something to you and it was meant to be like a backhanded compliment. And they would say, "Oh, I was just joking." Like, "Oh, why you take it so personal? It was just a joke." And it's like, no, and you want to cuss them out, but you can't because it's like they're doing it publicly and it's like so subtly. And this person has like flying monkeys. So it's like they give off like narcissistic tendencies. Okay, like that's what I'm getting from this person. They have narcissistic tendencies. They don't like to be challenged. Okay, and I feel like you represent like some sort of challenge for this person, or you trigger like something in them that makes them feel inferior when they are in your presence. This is what I'm getting here, because you exude all of the, like all these cards, you exude all the positive qualities of the cards. This person exudes the negative aspects because they're low vibing, they're insecure, and instead of working on themselves, they're projecting their insecurities onto you, and they're making you responsible for how they feel. And it's like, oh, you're not the, oh, like who are you supposed to be, like, their fixer or something? Like, what? You're not their therapist. Can't help them. They have to do the work. Okay, so that's all I have for the collective. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video.